down.
All new boarding house North Shore. Then, Jamie Kennedy, Kinky Sushi Chef. A full hour of Jamie Kennedy. And now, boarding house.
On the Hawaiian island of Oahu lies the most notorious 7-mile stretch of surf on Earth, the world's famous North Shore. It is in this mythological place, surfing the biggest waves in the world, that legends are made and lives are lost.
Right there, I just started praying to God, I hope I'll be all right.
Once a year for 2 months, it becomes the surfer's mecca, of partying all night.
The boarding house. Spill out onto the surf.
She wanted to throw down.
All new boarding house North Shore. Then, Jamie Kennedy, Kinky Sushi Chef. A full hour of Jamie Kennedy. And now, boarding house.
On the Hawaiian island of Oahu lies the most notorious 7-mile stretch of surf on Earth, the world's famous North Shore. It is in this mythological place, surfing the biggest waves in the world, that legends are made and lives are lost.
Right there, I just started praying to God, I hope I'll be all right.
Once a year for 2 months, it becomes the surfer's mecca, $500,000 in prize money and the glory of the greatest achievement in surfing, the band's Triple Crown.
The friendship ends when you hit the water. It's every man for himself.
There'll be rivals in the water and roommates on land, coping with the pressures of competition and everyday life. 3 world-class events, 7 professional surfers living under one roof. Previously on Boarding House North Shore, Holley tried to forget her disappointing loss at the Roxy Pro with the girls' night out. But once again, party girl VK proved too much for serious surfer Holley.
We were on different trips,
causing an even greater rift between them. At the men's Rip Curl Cup, local hero Sonny dominated his elimination heat. But Myles, the defending champ, was not to be outdone, placing first in his heat as well.
Really excited just to be competing in the Triple Crown again.
Tonight, the Rip Curl Cup continues as Sonny and Myles now face off in their biggest competition yet, while Holley looks to redeem herself at Turtle Bay in the second jewel of the women's competition, but gets more than she bargains for. Is on the Turtle Bay Resort Women's Pro.
Holley took the black card, huh?
What's that?
Anyone take the black
card on here?
Here it is. Beautiful. Alright, we're gonna probably head down there. Alrighty. Sweet.
They just bailed. They just got up and left.
Morning.
They were going out the door. I'm all, where are you guys going? And just typical, like no response.
Veronica's in earlier heat.
Veronica's in heat 5.
Maybe she should be waking up Chelsea to make sure.
She totally should be. She totally should be. But she's not because she doesn't think like that. Come on, Veronica. We need to think about everybody in the group. Okay, already left black car. I don't know what to make of that kind of behavior, and it's been going on this whole time.
Wow, my God.
but it's going to be a bit big. The wind doesn't look like it's hit it, but I don't think it even really matters. It's still going to, it's going to be breaking all over the place and wishy-washy and...
Veronica, she's there, but she's not always there. I just sort of gave up. I think it's better that way. I'm definitely nervous. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't, but I try not to let it affect me too much. The strategy is just to catch waves. I mean, that's really all you can do is hope you get good waves. I don't know, we'll see. That might change when I see the conditions.
Today, yeah, is the first day for the Turtle Bay event. I've never surfed Turtle Bay before. From what I hear, it's a little bit messy and kind of sounds like a little bit like what Sydney waves are like. So you kind of got to look at the good things and just be positive about it. It's just going to be cool, like, to get the first heat underway and just see how it all goes down there. I didn't do very well in the last contest at Holley either, so I really want to do like better in this contest, but whatever happens, happens, so yeah, I'm just going to go and have fun, surf some heat, hopefully more than last time.
Right now we're going to pick up my girlfriend. She gets in at 1 o'clock, so hopefully I'll be there on time. See how the girls get when they don't arrive on time. So I'm leaving early. I will stay with you. Charlotte's my girlfriend. We met about 2 years ago. One of the main things that I really like about her is it seems like she'd do anything for me.
It's hard when I leave, you know, and it's hard for me and it's hard for her. It's not as hard for me because it's the only thing I know. And I'm sure it's a lot harder on her because I'm sure her old boyfriend was always there.
It hurts and it sucks and maybe it's not the easiest thing and it kind of seems harsh from the outside looking in. But the time that we do get to spend together is amazing.
Oh, I got the Us Weekly and I was looking through it at the ring. Catherine's Baby Joe has a 10-carat center.
10 carat, that's it?
Sandy's is a 2.5. I want one bigger than 5 carat.
I definitely thank the Lord for every day that I do have. And she's great and sky's the limit. I hope, you know, that we stay together forever.
Today we're at the second jewel, the Turtle Bay Resort Women's Pro, and next week those girls still competing will be flying over to the neighbor island of Maui for the Billabong Pro, the final jewel in the Women's Triple Crown of Surfing.
Yeah, Joe! Joe rules. Come on.
The Turtle Bay Resort Pro will be starting soon. As you can see, conditions are tough. 6 to 8 feet on the outside, reforms on the inside. Waves are all over the place. Best of luck.
I can't believe how bad it is out there. Like, honestly, it's really bad. It's not even like small or big or closed out. It's just bad.
When it comes to competition in Hawaii, Mother Nature's not always on your side. Sometimes you get good waves, sometimes you don't. When it's not that good, you just learn to deal with what you've got.
I haven't seen anybody catch a wave yet, even. Where are they sitting? Like, where would you sit? It doesn't matter.
The fifth elimination heat for the Turtle Bay Women's Pro is starting. For some, this is one critical competition. How they do could help or hurt their overall standing as contenders for the Women's Triple Crown.
I'm excited to surf. You only have so many minutes to kind of, you know, prove yourself and do your thing. And you're performing. All the surfers in my heat, I just really respect their girls. They're all rip, and hopefully we'll push each other and get some good ones.
Here we go, 25-minute heat, best two rides count. 4 women in each heat, top 2 advance. Counting down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In red, world title contender Keala Kennelly from Hawaii. Also from Hawaii, Melanie Bartels in white. Still paddling out in blue, Roxy girl Veronica K, who needs to do well today. And North Shore roommate Chelsea Georgeson in yellow.
Chelsea's coming into the event ranked 17th. She's right on the bubble. She's got to do well to make it to the next level. She's up against probably one of Hawaii's best competitive surfers in the form of Keala Kennelly. Keala rated top 5 in the world.
Chelsea Georgeson up and riding. At 19 years old, Chelsea is considered one of the hottest young rookies on the tour. She's so smooth. Unfortunately for her roommate Veronica K, she seems to be struggling. The strong rip current and the non-stop waves make it so difficult to be in position to catch a good wave.
The waves were so bad that it was just like, you know, making sure you got a couple.
Veronica K in blue takes her first wave, but it's a quick one. Not off to a good start. Having a poor result at the Roxy Pro, she really needs some good waves and a lot of luck if she wants to continue her run at the Triple Crown. In red, 24-year-old Keala Kennelly of Hawaii. Chelsea has to keep an eye on her. Aggressive backhand attack by the 8th-year pro, who takes the lead. 9 minutes remaining. Here's another wave for Roxy girl Veronica K. And our surfer in blue adapting to the conditions, getting a much better ride than her first one. BK giving Chelsea some early competition for that number 2 position. Chelsea in yellow, not to be outdone. If she gets a good wave here, she can take back second from Veronica. Inside bowl. Nice positioning. A solid turn, and she takes it. Local girl Melanie Bartels in white, up and riding. Looks like she could overtake Chelsea Georgeson. Our number 1 rookie has really got some stiff competition today. 5 minutes remaining. Veronica K still in 4th, but she is not going to give up. And she tries once more. Oh, but it's not going to happen for her on this wave. Time is winding down right now. Chelsea Georgeson in yellow closing out this heat. Her last chance to score some points. That's probably the best wave of the heat for her, and it's good enough to seal second place. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unfortunately for party girl Veronica K, this was her last competition of the season.
I liked the Turtle Bay contest because I think I was just a lot more relaxed. So I wasn't worried about that. I knew I just wanted to go out there and surf and try and do it. And I was having fun in my heat, so that made all the difference in the world.
A good second place showing for Chelsea. We will definitely see her at next week's final Triple Crown event in Maui.
I'm really looking forward to going over there. I've never done the break before, and I think there's going to be a good swell coming, so I'm pretty stoked, so it's good.
Coming out there with waves continuing to be as high as 8 feet. Holley Beck seems to be the first one heading out.
Holley has everything riding on today's competition. She's coming into the event rated 25th. She has to do well if she has any chance of staying in contention for the Women's Triple Crown title.
Everybody wants to win. That's why you compete, because you want to win. But out of, however many people enter the contest, only one person gets to win.
25 minutes. Best 2 rides will count. 4 women in each heat. Top 2 advance. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In yellow, national amateur champ Holley Beck. In red, Hawaiian local Megan Abubo. French national champ Emmanuel Jolie Thomas in blue. In white, Narita Falconer from Australia. Stiff competition in this heat. Falconer already took this year's first jewel of the Women's Triple Crown. No question, she's got an aggressive style.
I didn't really get a wave right away, and everybody else had a wave. And the cool thing about professional surfing is there's sort of an unspoken rule that you've already had a wave, you don't just go paddle inside of someone. That's what you do in amateurs.
So far, we're paddle battling. That's part of the game. What's happening here, guys? I'm trying to get around you just like you're trying to get around me. Stop paddling, Beck.
Uh-oh, there may be trouble between Beck and Falconer.
I knew she'd already had a wave, and she paddled right back out and inside of me. And so I tried to paddle around her, and we just got into a big paddle battle.
Looks like Holley Beck gets the wave. Has some fairly good positioning, but is it good enough? There goes Falconer in white, not to be shown up, and gets ahead of Beck.
8 minutes left, and there goes Red, Megan Abubo. She's got her head in the game. And look at that wave. Solid connecting turns as she moves ahead of both Beck and Falconer. She is not to be distracted. We've had some drama. Holley Beck has had some paddling issues with Narrative Falconer, but she's still charging. However, time's running out. She needs a big score here. Holley with some good turns, but comes up short on that one. Beck needed that wave to still be a contender for next week's final women's Triple Crown competition. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was just out of rhythm, and the heat was over, and I knew I'd lost, and I was just pissed off that we'd had that whole thing out the back. So when we paddled in, like I should have just left alone and not said anything, but she was just right there, and I yelled something at her.
We're paddle battling. You just got away from paddling. What do you want me to do? I grab your leg? You were like this. No, I'm paddling like that. You ran the back out the bottom like that. Where? I was paddling. I was not.
She's not one to back down either. She got right up in my face, and we yelled at each other for a minute, and then that was the end of it.
We're paddle battling. What's under me, okay? What's under me?
Looking at the official results of today's competition, bad luck for Holley Beck and Veronica Kay, who end their competitive surfing season. But Georgeson, their North Shore roommate, remains a contender for the final Triple Crown jewel next week in Maui.
Turtle Day just wasn't it for me, and so the fact that it's the last contest of the year is a little frustrating because it's a while before I get to redeem myself. I was just fighting with Aaron out the back. Never even caught a wave. Like this Friday or just no, she grabbed my board and pulled my leash, and we were yelling about it. Really? Yeah, she claimed I got underneath her, and she was pushing me out of the way, and whatever. That's where I got distracted. Yeah, totally.
Well, women are so much more catty. They're more vicious. There's more, trash talking.
We were almost wrestling in the shore break.
Really?
Yeah. Really? Yeah.
Well, no way. It's been a funny year, hasn't it? Yeah. Wait till next year. On Holley. Start afresh.
This was shocking for me today. I was disappointed in my overall performance in Hawaii because I haven't won a contest in a while.
We're going to the Damien.
Yeah. The fact that he was a surfer was probably not so much an attraction for me just because everyone hears the whole rumor about surfers and how the girls are always around. But as we got to get to know each other a little better, like that whole rumor is totally false. He's the best boyfriend ever. He's understanding and looks out for me and always has my best interests in hand. How many days have you worn the shirt? You smell like. How many days have you worn that shirt? Have you even done any laundry?
Yeah, I've done laundry.
Have you?
I do laundry. You just want me to take my shirt off, huh?
Don't put it back on.
Oh, come on.
Charlotte?
Nice to meet you.
You too. Did you move in?
Yeah.
I went for a while.
It's a quick little thing.
Well, that's alright.
Charlotte was cute. She seemed really sweet, and
I think they're a cute couple for sure.
Do you want to walk on the beach? Dave and I met 2.5 years ago. I worked for a surfboard company that he used to ride for, and they set us up. We've pretty much been together ever since. He makes me smile and laugh, and it's always a new day with Dave.
ultrasound, and for me it was just really exciting. Me and Chaney met at a friend's house on the beach at Off the Wall, and I saw her and I was like, wow, who's this girl? She's gorgeous. It was like one of those things, love at first sight. I think the future for me is changing diapers, first of all. For me, it's the next step. Everyone says your life totally changes, and it's got to be a change for the better, and I'm totally looking forward to that. Watching the ultrasound is really exciting. To me, it really doesn't matter what sex it is, as long as the child comes out healthy. Getting ready to become a father has definitely changed my view on my surfing career.
Thank you.
We got a kid on the way, and I'm really excited about becoming a father, and that's given me this new sense of responsibility. I go out and support the family, and I'm just really fortunate to be a surfer.
Does that look like a girl to you? How can you tell?
Looks like a girl to me. So excited it's a girl.
You're so excited it's a girl.
Coming up, the girls show no respect when they bring the party home the night before Damien faces his toughest Triple Crown heat so far.
Dude, just go down there and listen, like how loud it is when you move those chairs. Veronica, how'd you do that?
Not too good. Did you hear about what happened to Holley?
No. I heard you had a fight.
Yeah.
With the microphone. Oh,
yeah.
What the heck? What paddle battle from hell?
Paddle battle from hell.
She was mad at you because you paddled around her on the inside.
I didn't even get around her. That's the thing.
But what, she wanted to fight? You're like, let's...
No, she didn't want to fight. She didn't want to fight. I was just... She got gnarly out the back, and then we came in, and she just gave me this look. I'm all like...
But like, she wanted to paddle out also. Out the outside.
She wanted to go in and throw down, and I thought, it's just not the best representative for women surfing. I needed you to get my back, okay? You would have been in the heat if I knew you were paddling up. I would have been all, what? Let's go. I mean, you would be a formidable pair. She wouldn't know what to do.
Guess you should have brushed my teeth too hard. When I was growing up, I was brought up in a Christian home. I try to follow the Lord's plan. But He says that no sex before marriage, so that's what we try to do.
Faith in the Lord's a huge part of our relationship, and it's something, that we struggle with. We're on a narrow pathway to heaven, and it takes a lot of sacrifice to get there.
And it is right. Everything that I've seen when couples model themselves after the Lord and the way He wants the relationship to be, it does last a lot longer. So even though it does seem hard, it's right.
Really that responsible.
Alright, we're supposed to have 5 minutes.
Yeah, Damien has to surf tomorrow morning, so.
Morning, David. Hey. Dude, just go down there and listen, how loud it is when you move those chairs. Okay? So you can just start moving the chairs.
If I had heat in the morning, I would expect everybody to be quiet and sort of let me sleep and focus. Oh, we got outside. Monkey? We got outside. It's really loud. This music's fine, but we don't want to disturb Damien.
Drag?
For the guys tomorrow.
We still want to be respected.
$10. Come on, relax.
You die young. I need to learn to relax, but
You die young.
can't relax. We gotta do something. Let's go. Being a little loud, and Damien has the heat tomorrow. After Sunny won, they all went to another house and partied, so I think we should, follow their example.
It's Monday and the Rip Curl Cup continues, the second jewel of the men's Triple Crown of surfing. Men's main event at Sunset Beach. Bring your rain gear. It's going to be a wet one, 6 to 8 foot storm surf.
Sunset is the most challenging out of all the spots in Hawaii for me. 1 minute it'll be like a 10-foot barrel, and the next minute somehow it'll come off the reef and just shut down. It's definitely the hardest wave to figure out.
Probably was good. It's not even that bad. It's just for some reason when you do those chairs, it's like really bad. Check it out. Bad. Thanks for leaving it outside.
I'm actually lucky because the thing I do within surfing has nothing to do with contests. It's more of just traveling on the world. I'm really happy I don't have to surf in contests. I'd say traveling around the world in the WTS is definitely not my deal. I'd rather travel around and go surf the same waves maybe a month before or a month after and just hang out with my friends and get killer waves and have a really good time. The only thing that really would bum me out is that the waves are bad. So not really the contest guy, but for Sunny, Damien, and Myles, those guys should be getting psyched for sure.
Myles won Sunset last year. He won a few events at Sunset. He's got a Triple Crown title. That's something that a lot of people in this world do not have. Some of the world champs have never won a Triple Crown. For me, that's an accomplishment that he can keep for the rest of his life and say, I was a real deal. Have another 1 or 2 Triple Crowns in me. I feel I have the potential, and my surfing's up there with the best surfers in the world, and I'm just going to keep plugging away.
Welcome to day 2 of the second jewel of the men's Triple Crown, the Rip Curl Cup, here at legendary Sunset Beach. We are about to start the next crucial elimination round, and these surfers are really going to have to work for it. The best word to describe the conditions today are gnarly, challenging to say the least.
It means a lot to win the Triple Crown. The Triple Crown really gets decided against Sunset. You can pipe.
Even though Damien's currently rated 5th coming into this event, he wasn't very happy with his performance at the first leg of the Triple Crown. Now that we're at Sunset Beach, he has a chance to not only redeem himself from his performance down at Holley, but he can also stay in contention for the Triple Crown title.
Ladies and gentlemen, get set for a 30-minute heat. 4 surfers are in the water. Top 2 will advance. Surfers counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In this round is Australia's Lee Winkler in white, Peterson Rosa from Brazil in yellow, in blue Russell Winter from England, and Florida's own Damien Hobgood in red. And this looks like a great opening wave for our 6th-year pro Damien Hobgood. Oh, unfortunately the wave closes out on him. Now the 25-year-old out of Australia, Lee Winkler, beautiful wave, gets underneath the lip, nice section, straightens out Winkler. He's going to take the lead on this wave. Damien on this wave, hoping that it will take shape, but it looks like it's going to back off on the inside. Looks like this wave will not help him advance out of the heat. 3 minutes remaining. Lee Winkler in white, still our leader. In second, Peterson Rosa from Brazil in yellow. And our surfer in red, Damien Hobgood, holding third. But can he do better? Hobgood scrambling on the inside. Big bottom turn. Goes to the top. Gets hung up. Oh, can barely make the drop.
And I had the wave. I took off on like this bright water thing. I knew it was going to be a good wave. And the white water just knocked me off. What were you thinking? Like, it was
That was stupid.
13 seconds remaining. Hobgood just cannot overtake Rosa for second. Huge disappointment. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Winkler wins the heat and advances along with Rosa. For Damien Hobgood, it's a disappointing third. For Damo, now there's only one last chance left at the Triple Crown, and that's next week at the Bonsai Pipeline. Talk about all or nothing.
I don't know the lineup that good, or Sunset doesn't give me loving, or what have you. I was bummed with myself because I didn't really feel like I surfed that good. I'm just hoping in time I'll be able to understand it a little better.
Killed it out there.
You did real bad?
Yeah, you did really good. That's better, huh?
Everything you can possibly do around now.
VHS, you can tell me. Well, it's not over, right? Far from over.
This is the final run for the Rip Curl Cup, and it's going to be a barn burner, as 5-time Triple Crown winner Sonny Garcia, the defending Triple Crown champion Myles Padaca, and the world title contender Andy Irons all go head-to-head.
I knew it was going to be a hard heat. I mean, you know, Myles won Sunset last year. He won a few events at Sunset. Andy's, you know, an insane surfer at Sunset. So it's going to be a good heat. I've been surfing in the event since I was 9 years old. This is way past half my life. I know exactly what I need to do. I know exactly how to win. I know exactly what I need to do on every single wave and how to compete against every single competitor on the tour. And for me to lose, there just isn't no excuse.
Really exciting heat. I heard people all up and down the bike path talking about this heat, and I hate to say it, but I'd say Myles is the one that's going to have to step up and take one of them down.
In competition, when the horn blows, your friends aren't really your friends anymore. You're out there to advance to the next heat or win the final. That's where it stops, right there.
Heading out, Garcia and Padaca. Last week, both dominated the Rip Curl elimination heats, and local hero Garcia already took the first jewel of the Triple Crown at Holley Beach.
Of all the contestants in this heat, probably the most pressure is on Myles. Not only is he the Rip Curl defending champion, he's the Triple Crown defending champion. He has to get through this heat if he has any chance of staying in contention.
Counting down to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In this heat, it's powerhouse Sonny Boy Garcia in red, Australia's Shane Powell in white, Andy Irons in yellow, going after not only the Rip Curl Cup but the world title, and last year's Rip Curl Cup champion in blue, Myles Padaca. Here's the defending champion making an aggressive early move. Wave closes out, he gets his head taken off.
I don't want him to jump the gun. You know how he does it sometimes? He's all...
Too excited, takes the wrong waves and gets out of rhythm.
Out the back, Sonny's up next. A late takeoff, tons of white water. Sonny makes a beautiful bottom turn, but look, no wave face, nothing to work with.
Nobody's really gotten a decent wave. It's hard to surf out there.
Here's Shane Powell. Powell in white. He won this event 8 years ago. He knows Sunset picks off a good wave, and it will be a solid ride and puts him into the lead. Padaca now in second, followed by Garcia. After doing so well in the Hawaiian Pro, he's got to be feeling the pressure. Now yellow's up. Irons going for it, but it's a wave that won't help him out of fourth. 17 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. Garcia in red wants that wave, but he's not going to get it. Myles waiting for the right moment. Here's Myles Padaca in blue. Late takeoff. Waiting for the wave to take shape. Bottom turn. Little bumpy face. The wave collapses and offers nothing. It totally backs off. It's a huge disappointment for Padaca. Irons goes for it again. He's got a great wave, and this is definitely trouble for Padaca as Irons steals the number 2 slot.
Oh, God. I'm nervous, Rick.
Surfers, 8 minutes to go.
no. Watch.
Out the back, surfer in red, Sonny Garcia picking up a huge set, a reform on the inside. Garcia, perfect timing, big roundhouse cutback.
This is solid.
Sonny Garcia making the best out of this wave, but it just isn't enough.
It's better than a lot of the other ones. Yeah, it is.
Here's Andy Irons outside in yellow. Late takeoff. Double pump on the bottom turn, off the top. Oh, just about catches the rail. Now sets up another bottom turn. Inside section. Goes for the barrel. He owns the #1 spot. That's a big upset for both Garcia and Padaca.
2 minutes. 2 minutes, 5 seconds. Never over for 5 seconds.
Garcia, he's in third. This is his last chance to take out Irons as the time winds down. Unfortunately, it's no contest. Now Myles takes a shot at Irons. This is where Padaca started his run for his first Triple Crown last year. Will he do it again?
Gotta keep on my way.
No, he doesn't. What a heartbreak for this defending Rip Curl champ. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That means everybody in the house lost. Sonny, Myles, and Damien all lost, I think.
So it looks like Andy Irons and Shane Powell come out on top. Third for Sonny Garcia, and a tough fourth for Myles Padaca.
Like last year, having won the Triple Crown is just, I've never had to face this type of pressure. What can I say, You win some, you lose some, and you just pick up the pieces and go on with your life. It's just a contest, it's just another facet of professional surfing. It doesn't really dictate who you are, what type of surfer you are, because at the end of the day, you're still that same person.
Hard on himself, Sonny. I mean, he gets so upset inside, and nothing I can say to him or anybody else, I'm sorry, I love you, it ain't gonna do it. You just gotta feel it out, see how he is. I can't really go near him right now. I gotta give him his space.
I don't think there's a person on the tour or anywhere in the world that hates losing more than I do. It's not because I didn't get the wave because I know I should. It's not because I fell because I know I shouldn't. For any reason that I lost the heat, it's because of me. There's no one else to blame but yourself. And for that, I get mad. Was cramping, my shoulder was killing me.
Really? I couldn't,
the current was pulling me out of the lineup, and I usually pulled you in, so I would sit down and wait, and then I would look in, and all of a sudden I'm on the shoulder, I'm not even in position, couldn't get waves. I'd rather lose catching waves, at least I know I surf like a coupe, rather than, I could have made my heat if I would have got that one wave. That's put me to sleep. I might not throw as big of a tantrum as some people, but it's definitely stay out of my way after I lost. I'm not big. None of them.
We can make Sonny laugh. Look at we can make
that
you
hurt.
laugh.
Bad. Watch.
I can make you laugh.
Myles. Bad luck today. You're doing the right thing. Dude, every time you stick off one of your waves, dude, they look like they have been cribbed, and dude, they just freaking go flat. You do one turn, and things go. That's the way it is out there, Yeah. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't.
Damien.
How you guys making making plots to wake me up. You guys already building it up.
Yeah, we're like...
Sorry, but you're not getting no sleep. Makes the ego just...
Yeah.
Now I know why. I didn't realize it.
I'm gonna bring the jump rope like 4 in the morning.
Exactly. All you gotta do is just move those chairs around.
You'd rather make it heat?
No.
You guys are all losers. That's okay. We still love you guys.
Damien started it off.
You guys,
then we just finished the whole program.
I never said you guys had to follow.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about surfing. It's really unique because we're an interesting bunch of people, you know, that love to go surfing. You have like your little band, you know, with you that's like all kind of going through the same things, and it's rad because we're people that are like living our dream.
Boarding House North Shore will continue in just a
Boarding House North Shore. The final jewel of the men's Triple Crown of Surfing begins at the legendary crashing surf of the Bonsai Pipeline. Determined to prove himself in his first competition of the year, Danny adopts a new training regimen. But an innocent house barbecue quickly becomes a serious test of his resolve.
It's pretty easy to find yourself just like somewhat in a party life every night.
As Sonny's quest for a 6th Triple Crown runs into problems, Myles faces a bigger challenge off the waves.
Everyone thought that he's for 30 minutes. That's BS.
While the men battle at Pipeline, Chelsea continues her pursuit for Rookie of the Year at the Billabong Pro in Maui.
Tonight's Boarding House North Shore featured music by Sixpence None the Richer, Porcupine Tree, Slightly Stupid, and Weekend Players. Available now at thewb.com. See it again or tell anyone who missed it. You can catch Boarding House North Shore at 9/8 Central on the WB's Big Sunday and on its regular night, the WB Wednesday.
WB Friday, Reba kicks off prime time at her new time, 8/7 Central, with 3 words you don't use lightly.
Love you, Reba.
I love you too. I didn't mean it. Why would you say I love you if you didn't mean it? I mean, it's not like you're a man.
Reba on the WB Friday night.
Boarding House North Shore, brought to you in part by Foster's.